Hello, welcome to today's episode of Career and Money Talk with IE Frame. Today, we'll be speaking about how to make more money. I tagged it HMM. Uh, we're live on Instagram and YouTube, so you see me looking at one screen. Just know that I'm still with you. Okay, how to make more money. We'll just wait for a few minutes for others to join in so that we don't repeat ourselves. I like as much as a lot of people to get to get the information early, and for those that will be watching it later, it'll be good for you to watch to the end. I'd go straight to the point. I plan to spend just about 15 minutes to teach this very important topic so that you don't spend too much time waiting to hear the cross of the matter before the end. So, how to make more money? We'll go straight. Those that join later can start from the beginning. Um, Money is a very important topic, and everyone is always wanting more, even those that are rich, that we consider wealthy or rich. So, because we trade our time for money, or most people trade their time for money, you can't always meet um, the money you have can't always meet your need if you trade time for money. So we always want an avenue where even if we're working or not working, sleeping or awake, we want money to keep coming in so that we can have as much to spend and to meet our needs. So I have said there are three main ways to make money. One obviously is to get a job and start working, then you earn money. The second means is to invest. An investment is a tool, of course, where while you're doing your primary work, you put in money into something that would generate more money for you. It could be a lot of interest or dividend, or maybe return. Other means other return on investment that you have made. I've done some teachings on investment before, and I'm thinking of writing a book on investment for beginners in October. That's still in the works. I already have the material for it, just to make it into a book. Then, of course, the third way of making money is starting a business. So, if you start a business, then you can make money, obviously. Well, just a quick one. I have mentioned to some people that a one man business is not actually a business, but a job. And there are three main reasons why I think so. One, a one man business is a job because you have to be there to make things happen. Otherwise, you can't, nothing will be done. So if you have a business, a one man business, and you're the only person in the business, and you have to work, even if you work two times a day, a few hours in a day, you have to still be there to make it work. Then that's not really a business, that is a job. So that's one. You need to be there to make things happen. It's a job because of that reason. Then the last one is you exchange your time for money. So what that means is that because you have to be there to make things work, for the business to run, you have to be presently there. It means that you always have to exchange your time for money, and that is why a one-man business is not a business. It becomes a business when you employ people and have people run the business. Even when you're not there, the business is still running. That way, you can do some other things and your business will still be running. Other people will be there to make it work, and then you can call that a business. So until you have people working for you as a one-man business, you are still on a job and not a business. So we'll just go straight to the 7 ways to make money. Obviously, there are other ways to make money, but I'm just putting these 7 out there as I think that they are key and timely for people, especially for professionals and those who have very tight schedule. So some may feel obvious, and you may think, "Oh, I already know this one." Well, just to give a different perspective of how you can go about it, so that as you are trying your best to do a job and earning some money, you're getting more money on the side. It could be on the side, it could be on the primary work that you're doing. So I have my 7 ways to make more money. The first one is request a raise. So you work in an organization, and that's already an avenue for you to make more money. So if you earn, say, $50,000 um, per annum, and you want more money, you can request a raise. That's one. The second one I will explain. The second one is change jobs. Third one, be a tour guide. Then the fourth one is become a driver. I'll explain all of this. The fifth one is clean homes. The sixth one is be a photographer or play music. Then the seventh one that I want to share is said sell old stuff. So I explain all of these so that you understand exactly how you can make more money from these things. Earlier I mentioned three main three main ways you can make money. One is getting a job, two is an investment, and three is starting your own business. So all of these seven ways to make more money will be directed into these three compartments. So even if you are on a job, there's something you can do to make more money. Even if you just do investment, there's something else you can do to make more money. Even if you have a business that you're running, there's something else you can do to make more money. So I said, first of all, request a raise. A lot of people find this quite difficult because they don't think they are, some of them mostly think that their request to not be honored. But your job, first of all, is to request a raise. And I think it's mostly how you go about it that makes all the difference. So if you want to request a raise, how do you go about it? You request a raise based on value and not on comparison. So if when you were coming in, you bargained, say, $50,000 per annum, and you find out later that someone in the firm in the same role is earning 55,000, and you want to request a raise, then you start comparing. First of all, most organizations will tell you that you are not privy to what the other person earns, and it's really not your business to know what the other person earns, even if you finally see it. Whether it is right or wrong from the point of an organization is a different ball game. But I'm addressing how you should go about it from your own end. So you request based on value, not on comparison. So what you have done so far on your job, are you making enough contribution to the company to demand a raise? If you're not, then it's an avenue for you to step up your game so that you can have a reason to request a raise. Remember, we're talking about how to make more money. So you're making 50,000, but you want to move to 55 or 60,000. If you produce more value, definitely you can request a raise without comparing, but based on your value, then you get it. The second way is changing jobs. I think this is one of the fastest way. to get more money or make more money. Some people stay in a job for a long time and hoping that, oh, they'll get promoted, or maybe something will happen and maybe their guy will leave, their boss will leave, and they can step up. If you want to make more money and if you want to get promoted quicker, change jobs. You're not tied to any employer. Your loyalty first to yourself first before your loyalty to your employer. If something happens to you today, God forbid, your company moves on. So the factor, what you can control is yourself and your time. So if you feel that you need a raise or you're not getting a raise, then you can change jobs easily. And sometimes it might even be worth assessing your value in the market. So even if you have a job, you can apply for jobs. Even if you have a jobs, what that does is that it creates more value for you, and you're more confident to attend interviews because you have one job. You're not really looking for a job, but if you get a job, you'll be interesting because you can demand for a higher pay. I remember one time, um, I was still junior auditor, and I wanted, I was already looking for a job, but I had a job. It's not like I had a job. So the confidence that it builds is high, and I was able to ask for very ridiculous amount, and to my surprise, they're willing to pay, but I wasn't just ready to move at that time. So it could be worth just assessing your value in the market to know how much you're worth. That way, you can use that as a bargain to request for a raise or even for a promotion. So those are two that I've given. The third one is become a tour guide. This might be funny to some people, but if you stay in a tourist city, say London, New York, or Lagos, for example, you stay in the heart of a city that a lot of people come in every day, and some people might not mind to have a tour guide, someone to show them around. So it could be a weekend thing. It doesn't have to be something you do full time. And guess what? The person will probably pay for your transport and all the moving around. So even if you're using a car to do the tour, then the person is going to pay for the cost of fueling and, of course, your time. So it will also be an avenue to know around your city and get to know different places. But it's not just automatic to be a tour guide. You need to register. There are some, depending on the country that you're in, you might need to register with legit body, recognized body, so that the people that are coming for touring, they would be confident that you are a genuine person or company that provide that service. And you can arrange your touring to weekends so that even if you're working Monday to Friday, Saturday, you can get some time off, go see for sightseeing for free and make extra money in the process. But again, like I said, you need to be registered with a recognized body in the country that you're in. The next one is become a driver. This is mostly good for professionals that have vehicles, and it could be part time, say in the evening you return from your normal work, or it could be as an investment. So as an investment, you probably borrow money to buy the vehicle, you put it on the road for someone to ride. Then, when you have some time, you can ride it yourself weekends or in the evenings. That way, you're making extra money. And because it's not your main source of income, you are flexible, so you can do it at your convenience. And another point you can note here is you can use a vehicle, you can use your own vehicle or you can use the leased vehicle. So if you use the leased vehicle, you're paying some premium or interest every month on the leased vehicle. Um, and the money you're paying for interest or lease payment, you can generate it in the course of the month. So it's just understanding what works in your environment and see if it's something that you can get into. Then the next one, I said clean homes. This might be strange to some people, But people do this and they are smiling to the bank every week. And the truth is, you don't have to do this yourself. You can get people to do it for you. You're just creating a structure, sort of, and there are people out there that are willing to help you do this. So you're creating a structure, be the business developer. So you're getting the clients that needs to clean. We have people, there are a lot of people that don't have jobs and they're happy to do this. And there are even companies that can do cleaning. So if you're a middleman, you're connecting the house that needs to be cleaned to the company that clean and you get a commission. So you don't have to do it yourself, but you can also try to do it yourself if you want to, part-time or weekend. So you can arrange cleaning for weekend if you want to personally supervise them. And these are areas that you can make more money. These are not things that you should worry too much about, like, oh, my time or my work is highly demanding. I might not have time to do all of this. There are things that won't take more than 3 hours in a week. If it's one house you're cleaning every weekend, and you don't have to do it yourself. So you can get people to do it for you. The next one is photography. I have a page on Instagram, iFrame Photos, and I just snap random pictures and upload them. And something that catches my attention, I just snap and put them in. And even though I'm not commercializing that at the moment, it's something that can become really huge in the future. So photography, you can snap. There are platforms online that you can snap and sell your pictures to, and people go in there to buy those pictures. And I said something really funny here for photography or music. There are companies. If you stay in a street and it's allowed to be noisy, depending on the country you're in. There's some countries that you can't do that. Well, you can play music and promote products like a band, you know. It doesn't even have to be loud. It could just be a guitar and you're promoting a busy street and people are passing and you're promoting a product or something like that. That way you'll be making some change. Again, it doesn't have to take all your time. It could just be a few hours in a week that you're using to make extra change. Remember, this is not your core income, it's extra money. The next one is selling old stuff. For you to sell old stuff, you need to have a very good culture of maintenance. So you don't use stuff till they are totally worn out before you abandon them. So you can have things that you've used for a while, they are still in good condition, you can keep them aside. Then after a while, you can sell them off. I'm sure if you take an inventory of your old stuff, you see a catalog of things, clothes, shoes, or things within in your house that you haven't used for a while, and there's a high possibility that you never use them again. So first of all, have a high maintenance culture where you use things not totally worn out and abandoned before you let go. So you use those things reasonably, then you put them aside. Even if you use them for years, they might still be in very good condition for other people to use. Those are things that you can sell. So I want to challenge you today. Do an inventory of the things that you have currently and see how much you can sell. And you can sell them on Facebook Marketplace. You can sell them on other platforms that are available to sell second items. In summary, there are 1,000 ways to make more money. Look around you, find a need, and make it work. Stop giving yourself the excuse that, oh, this one is difficult, this one is hard, this is that. Find a need in in your environment based on the 7 things I have outlined, and see which you can make work. You can even start with 1 hour per week, then build on it. Over time, you see that it becomes easier. I remember when I started doing lives, it wasn't this good. I don't think I'm there yet, but you can imagine. But I have made progress every other time, and I'm building a community. I'm building content. And you can see with time, you will see that a lot more people will be drawn to the content that we are um, giving out because they are valuable. So stop giving yourself the excuse that, oh, this I don't have time. We all have time for what is important. So if making money, extra money or more money is an important thing for you, you find the time. Again, another thing that I will put is, people around you who are making money, and it might seem unattractive, but you know that these guys are making extra money with their busy schedule, and they still have time to do all that things. Ask them, find out what they know or what they're doing that you can also do. And don't worry about competition. You definitely have the people that are interested in the stuff that you're selling, that not don't necessarily um, need to compete. So I've used about 20 minutes. I said 15 to 20 minutes, and this is where I'm going to stop today. But before I go, just to do a rundown of what we said there are three main ways to make money: getting a job, doing investment, and starting your own business. And afterwards, we differentiated between why a one-man business is actually not a business, but a job. Then we gave you 7 ways to make more money. We know that there are more, but we outlined only 7. Request for a raise, change jobs, be a tour guide, become a driver, clean homes, do photography or play music, and sell old stuff. I hope this has been good. This month, I have already written the book for the month. I write a book, one book every month. And last month book was how to find a spouse, um, career and romance. I write for career professionals and the holistic need of a career professional. So I've written how to succeed in your career, how to um, I've written managing family finance. I've written let's talk about money. I've written how to find a career path, how to choose a career path. I've written managing family finance. This month, I'm writing for the single mothers with teenage children and how they can combine or balance work and managing the home front. That book is already written, just a little editing, and of course, all the design. Then we release them. That book will be released on the 26th of September, and I know that it's going to be a very valuable resource for you if you're in that category, or a single mother with a teenage um, child that could need some help on how they can manage their career front and the home front. Um, so that is where we're going to stop today. We do sessions every fortnight, so every 2 weeks. We do one on finance, like we're doing today. The next 2 weeks, we're going to do one on career. And the topic I have in mind for the next 2 weeks: how to answer the where do you see yourself in 5 year question during the interview. So a lot of people have that question, or that is a very good question that most interviewers ask. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? That's the question I'll be answering in 2 weeks' time. So if you are interested in that topic, you want to join us, where we'll discuss and find the best approach to answering that type of question. Until then, I wish you a very good week ahead and see you next time. Bye bye.